Hey everyone, welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm your host Sean, and for today what I wanted to do is do a quick little follow-up on a video that has gone off pretty well with a lot of great positivity and enthusiasm, which is why I like to see. Very rarely do we see this in a new US Mint release product. But the big follow-up that a lot of people had kind of inquired was, well, what exactly is the difference between a regular proof Silver Eagle and one in which that is called a enhanced finished type? You might see a few differences just by looking at these two coins. Again, they are both proof coins, but just to kind of recap why this video is coming to fruition is because on November 14th, the US Mint will be releasing a new low mintage 2019 San Francisco minted enhanced reverse proof Silver Eagle. It will be a new key date in the series. It'll join with the ranks of the 1995 West Point Silver Eagle, and we all know how expensive that coin is. Graded, whether it's a proof 69 or a proof 70, it's one of the most expensive, highly coveted Silver Eagles. And this one, or not this one, but the new one coming out here in a few weeks will follow suit, most assuredly. But I wanted to talk about what the difference is, why one is worth more money than the other, and what exactly is the appeal of an enhanced proof coin as opposed to one that is just a regular proof coin strike. But before we get started, okay, just so we're clear, okay, these are kind of like the collector editions that the US Mint sells. What you guys are probably used to seeing are the Silver Eagles that look like this. This is referred to as the BU, or Brilliant Uncirculated type of Silver Eagle. As you can see, it's got that satiny, matte finish all the way around. It looks like just a regular bullion coin, and that's the way it was produced, is to be simply a vehicle that's traded, invested, stacked, you name it, for around silver melt value. Okay, and typically you're going to be able to pick up something like this in today's market for around $1 to $3 above melt. All right, that's important. Don't overpay for the BU types unless it's like a 1996 or a 1986 BU Silver Eagle, in which those coins, because 86 is the first year of the Silver Eagle, okay, there's a little bit more desirability for that coin, especially in the highest grades. And the 96 is referred to the key date of the BU Silver Eagles, but the actual key date is the 1995 West Point proof Silver Eagle, alongside with the upcoming 2019 San Francisco Enhanced Reverse. So let's go ahead and talk about this coin right here. Okay, this is actually a brand spanking new 2019 S American Silver Eagle. Okay, it's got the first release label by NGC. It's pretty neat. Very little premium is associated with the first release on the Silver Eagles after a while, because there's just a ton of them out there. But as you can see, we're going to take a look at proof 70. Perfect graded. It's the highest of the high that you could find in coins in general, not just Silver Eagles. But go ahead and take a quick moment to examine this coin right here, and I will grab my pointer to help aid in talking about specific areas on the coin. So like with any proof coin, the way that these are handled and manufactured is starts with the die. How the die is prepped will determine what the overall final product's going to look like, whether it's a Silver Eagle, a quarter, a dime, a penny, whatever the case may be. So the US Mint employee, or the you have the engraver that actually engraves the master die before the first hub is produced, and this area where it's highly polished and very much mirrored is highly polished on the die, whereas the spots that are frosted, so any devices that are raised on this coin is actually sandblasted in today's kind of technology and how they produce this frosted appeal, this look on the coin with a heavy contrast of the mirrored fields. This is a beautiful piece, no doubt about it. But that's how these things are crafted. Okay, it's they sandblast the areas that are going to be raised on the coin, and that'll translate into a frosty look on the strike of the subsequent blank silver planchet. Here's the mint mark on this one. Okay, that's where the S mint mark will be on the brand new 2019 San Francisco's. It will be in the same exact position as with the West Point. They're all in the same spot. They're never in a different spot on these Silver Eagles. And if they are, you're probably, looking at one that was probably reproduced in not a good way. Straight up fake. But that is a standard proof coin. While kind of low mintage, a lot of them are produced under $1 million, compared to the regular Silver Eagles. Okay, it makes up roughly 10% or less of the entire run. All right, so they're pretty limited as it is. Now, the actual value of a coin like this in proof 70 is right around $100. Okay, whether it's PCGS or NGC, that is the going rate for a perfect 70 current date, mind you, Silver Eagle. All right, so that's that one there. So let's go ahead and take a look at my one and only enhanced finish American Silver Eagle. Now, this is an absolute beautiful coin. So just to recap the label here, it is NGC graded, much like the 2019 that I had showed you previously. This one, however, is a West Point minted coin. Okay, interesting. It's also an early release, so this one was released within the first 30 days and subsequently graded within the first 30 days. Those are kind of the general guidelines that follow regarding the early release designation on these holders. So if you received one of these brand spanking new from the mint and you wanted to go ahead and send it off to the graders, you want to make sure that you send the whole package to them within that 30-day period to get early release. They sell for, again, somewhere in that 5 to 10% higher value premium if you decide you want to sell it. So definitely keep that in mind. Only this time around, it shows SP70, which is a special strike 70. Okay, it's not proof, but it is clearly proof. Because of the SP, it's enhanced finish, or because of the enhanced finish, that's why they made it SP, because it's a specialized strike. It's not your typical that you would normally see on a Silver Eagle. Now on the reverse, you see a few things different. Okay, the W is clearly right there. It's not an S on this one, but again, on the brand new one that's releasing in a few weeks, it's going to be an S in the same position. But go ahead and take a close look at the certain areas in which there are certain kind of like waves and lines, and then the backsplash behind the stars. Those have been masked away or simply just polished over after they did the sandblasting of those stars. So they simply, the U.S. Mint employee, polished off certain areas to accent texture and lines, and right here, this little mountain range in the background, and also underneath Lady Liberty's feet is offset in kind of like this polished, mirrored look on these coins. All right, so that would be considered enhanced. Expect the same thing on the brand new 2019 S. Same with the reverse. Okay, so you have this ribbon here with the motto E Pluribus Unum that has been polished over, along with the set of arrows and the olive sprig right here. And then, of course, the lines running up and down vertically on the shield here, along with the outline of the shield. These are all polished over to help accent or contrast against those cameo frosted devices on the coin. So this is what I would expect to see on the brand new 2019 San Francisco enhanced reverse. Now the front's not going to be enhanced, but the reverse is. So you're probably going to see the same deal with this ribbon right here, along with all the other things that you see changed in comparison to the regular proof coin. Here's a side by side, and as you could tell, the enhancement is clear between both coins. There you go. And then the front of the coin. They're both proof coins, but see how drastic of a change the enhanced version of the Silver Eagle looks compared to the regular proof. And the enhancement type of technology has been around for about the last 6-7 years. So it's a relatively new type of strike, which is neat. That's what I like about it. It gives the coin a whole heck of a lot more appeal to an otherwise very popular design by Adolf Lineman. So that is what an enhanced coin looks like. It's going to be the first of its kind. The 2019 that's going to be releasing in a few weeks might be kind of an outlier because of its mintage. But if we were to take a look at these two coins, the 2019 S on the left and then the enhanced finish version on the right, keep in mind the enhanced finish is lower mintage compared to this 2019. And because of that, in the same grade, the enhanced finish goes for around $150 to $160. And you know what I had alluded to, the 2019 S that's going to be releasing here in a few weeks, again, is the outlier because that is a mintage of only 30,000 total collective pieces, in much the same way that the 1995 West Point version is going to be. It should be a raving success. It's going to go off like gangbusters, like I know it will, even with a household limit of 1. Someone had asked, you know, is this something that I could order later on in the day, you know, after it's released? No, I'm sorry to say it won't, because this is going to be a surefire sellout. I'm predicting somewhere in that 15 to 20 minute sellout time period. And then probably in about 5 to 7 days, you're going to see kind of maybe an additional amount that's going to get added back to the website as the US Mint kind of scrubs through the orders to see which orders are, you know, they have legitimate payment and everything like that. Because believe it or not, there's going to be a handful of these orders that are going to get kicked back. So like I had mentioned in the previous video, make sure that if you guys are all in on getting one of these coins at least, that you go ahead and set up your account on the usmint.gov website before that November 14th date hits. Again, a lot of the reasons why some people can't order it or they, you know, just missed out in all of this is because the process in which it takes to set up an account, if you're doing it as you're buying it, is just so long. And these things will sell out before you know it. And all it took is one time when I was trying to buy the 25th anniversary Silver Eagle set, which, by the way, if y'all know, you guys recall, that's the one that tripled in price. They were selling for over $1,000 a few days and few months after its release, and I missed out because I couldn't set up my account with enough time to do the checkout. And yeah, it stinks, but you know, it's a lesson learned. Okay, and I hope you guys that you'll take and heed my advice if you are going to get into it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the regular proof versus enhanced finished Silver Eagles. It's a fun, you know, if you collected these in proof 69 or 70. They're a lot of fun. And they're not going to break the bank. For those of you that probably are living on a little bit lesser of a kind of bankroll, I guess, budget-wise, if you're only looking to spend about $80 to $100 on a coin, I think you could do a lot worse than one of these. Now, this one right here, I paid a little bit more than $100. I got that one for what I thought was a steal. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. I hope you guys had a fun one on this video. And for all you coinaholics, we are discovering together, as always. And hope you guys jump on to that brand new enhanced finish Silver Eagle. It's going to be a very valuable coin in the future. So you guys take care, have fun, enjoy collecting, and I enjoy having you guys too. Take care.